And back at the Winsport Arenas again for the 10th annual Rocky Mountain Classic, the U15 Elite Tournament. What a spectacular event it's been. We're in a day number 2. We've had a lot of scouts coming through, a lot of up-and-coming stars. We have a coach, not overly sure if you're familiar with him, but I'll introduce you to him. His name is Jarome Iginla. He's the second-year coach of Rink, Kelowna. And Jarome, thanks so much for making time for us today. First and foremost, your team off to a good start, 2-0 in this event. What do you like about this so far?
Yeah, we really like the event. This is my second year being a part of it, and love the teams are from all provinces in the West, and also that minor hockey teams, academy teams come together, and lots of history here, and it's a great venues, and parents are excited, and as players we look for. I'm not a player anymore, but
hard to snap out of that mindset, though, right?
Yeah, I look forward to it too.
Yeah, that's a few questions I'm going to ask. You don't want to take too much of your time. You got a game coming up pretty quick, but in chatting with Keaton Verhoff, your captain, he had mentioned that just the ability to have the coach, yourself as a coach with some of the experience and just being able to teach and learn from a guy like yourself. What does that mean when you hear things like that from some of the players that you're able to develop?
Oh, no, it means a lot. It's a lot of fun to work with these guys. On the coaching staff, James Eccles helps us out, as assistant, and he's coached in college before. So, and then also Patty Weirkoch, NHL defenseman, second rounder. I played with him in Colorado, and a lot of his career there with the Senators. So he works a lot with the D-men. So it's a good crew. We have a lot of fun working together, and we get a lot of ice time. We get 2 hours and 15 minutes a day during the week. And at first when I was told that, it sounds like, it's maybe too much, but they love it, and we play a lot of games. So it's almost like outdoor rink with goalies and gear. So it's like, you have a certain amount of it for practice and maybe some skating and stuff, and then you just let them compete against each other and have fun. And it's been really cool to be a part of, and fun to see these guys getting better, but also they're really, really into it and striving to get better.
In the regular season of the Canadian Sports School Hockey League this year, your team, the last 4 games, 51 goals scored. You also coming out of the Bauer Bantam Elite, able to win that championship there. What's been special about this program this year for you?
Yeah, we had a really good group last year, a good team that developed through the year, and this year it's another, very, very fortunate as a coaching group to get to be with them, and they're really into it. They really are. They come to practice every day trying to get better. They really like each other. They enjoy being around each other, and they push each other. So it's it's today we had a tough game with the Bisons earlier, and it was 1-1 in the third, and we've had a few that were a little bit. The scores weren't as tight lately, but it was good for us, and the guys had a good time with it, and they weren't yelling at each other and bickering or anything like that. They were positive, and I might have been yelling and bickering. I wasn't as happy, but they had it. They like it. It's good for them, and they're just it's their attitude probably the biggest thing.
Now that's one thing you've been well known for throughout your NHL career, and I know you would prefer to talk a little bit about the Rink Kelowna program, because that's just the kind of the guy that you are from what I've understood. But if you wouldn't mind, rewind back a year ago, you're in this event, you have a special moment, inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, which was a special time for you now, and you're putting that, your coaching career first and foremost. Let's rewind back a year. What was that experience like, and then now taking that forward and now being able to incorporate some of your positive attitude and some of your experience into these players and developing them moving forward?
Yeah, last year, you're right, you brought up, we got to be, I got to be at this with my family for 3 games in Joe, and then we had to bolt through the night, and my good friend with me last year too, coached, assistant, and his son was on the team, Bill Russell and Liam, and they flew with us. They came to Toronto, and it was a really cool experience. I thought it was awesome and everything, but Joe wanted to still stay and play, He wasn't that happy about missing. So, so this year getting to be at all of it is great. And, but no, it's truly I have a passion. I love the game of hockey and sharing it with the kids that are into it and want to get better and are really it's cool, like, to be able to say, and a huge honor to be able to be in the Hall of Fame, but it gives me a little bit of credibility with them, but I think that lasts about a month.
Then you're just annoying coaches yelling at you, right?
Exactly.
And you get to be dad and coach, right? You look at, Tej now developed and he's going along. Joe is playing well and you're developing him. How special is that to see those bloodlines, the Iginla bloodlines continuing on? And do you see similarities in the playing style from yourself at that age and going on?
Yeah, I mean, I always draw, some comparisons to where I was and how I was as a player. But then really when I look back at some of the video, we skated way different. And, the equipment was different. We're back on our heel now. They're much quicker, and it took me a while to admit that. But yeah, they're quicker at the younger age than I was. But it's been very, very special. Been really blessed to get to share the game with them. And my daughter plays. She's first year in college out east in Brown, and so she's playing and loving it, and it's been really special for my wife and I. Grandparents, we're not grandparents, but the grandparents of the kids, to be able to watch them and share it, and that they love it and they work away at it, and so that's been really cool, and to try to share stuff with them. But it's also been a challenge, when you coach them. Sometimes you wonder if you're too hard on them, sometimes not hard enough, and all that. And it's a balance, and trying to find that. And hopefully each year gets been a little bit better. And Joe hopefully I'm a little better with Joe than I was with Tej, but it's been fun all the way through.
All right, one final one. I guess I'll ask you. I know you got to get going. That you just finished the Bauer Bantam Lead, a really action-packed weekend. It's a lot of hockey to win a tournament of that caliber with that many prestigious teams in a short period of time. How do you recreate that? What's the key component to having a lot of success with all of that hockey over a period of 5 days?
Yeah, it is. It's a challenge, and it wears them down, but it wears everyone down, right? And you want to...
Coaches included, probably.
I'm tired at the end of the day, and all I do is stand around, and and so it does. It wears them down a little bit, but it's cool. It's how, skill is definitely part of it, and how well they can skate and all that in different teams and stuff. But at the end of the day, I think grit is a big part of it, and being able to pay the price that, on day 4 of the hits in the corner and trying to jump in front of pucks. And it's a lot of the little things. That's the coaching talk, right? But it's really cool, because at the end it's so rewarding for them to see them win, and it was tough. It feels, if it was easy, it wouldn't feel nearly as good, and it felt really cool to see them win at the end of Abbotsford, because it was hard. It was a lot of games, and in order to win this one, it would be the same, and some great teams here.
I know coaches never play favorites, so I'm not going to put you on the spot in that type of situations. We talked about Joe, we talked about Keaton Verhoff, obviously Cage Smith doing really well this year as well. Is there one player that from the bench that you kind of watch, and maybe he's one of those guys that you're coaching and you give some instruction to, and he grabs it right away, and you just go, wow, that's a wow coach moment. Like, that's pretty cool that you can grab onto that.
Yeah, I'm going to take the easy answer on this one. I'm going to say we have a lot of them. But in
diplomacy. Jarome Iginla being diplomatic. When have you heard that before?
No, but you know what? When we got here, it was neat, because it is a culture of the group, and they can grow together. And a lot of parents would say, my son is the last guy off the ice you're going to see. And I'm like, we got a lot of those, you know what I mean? And
sure.
There is, like, I could literally go through it. I'm not even going to, you almost got me naming some names, but it's literally, the crew is, they come to try to work and listen. It's really cool, because sometimes you coach over the years, you look over and a guy's like, you could tell he's not even interested. Yeah. And maybe it's early in the year or whatever, but this group is, they're like, what else can you give us, coach? And Patty working with the D, and James, and they want to learn how to walk the line and the weight shifts and all those things that are the nuances behind it, right. And they're ready to learn it. So it makes it even more fun as a coach when they seem interested. Hopefully they are. Right?
Yeah. Well, I've been interested in this, and I appreciate your time, Jarome. Thank you so much, and best of luck the rest of the way this week.
Oh, thanks a lot.